Hey Cancer, so I'm doing a very quick Mercury retrograde reading. It'll be about 5 minutes, 3 cards, just explaining, what we're kind of going through during this time, the energies we're working with, perhaps some advice, some guidance. I don't know. Let's see what the cards say. So I do feel like we have Pisces in full moon, just as Mercury is retrograding. And I definitely feel like it's very kind of intuitive time. So I feel like we all kind of know where we're going, and are a little bit more aware of our signs. So I feel like this Mercury retrograde is actually not a massive inconvenience like some of the previous Mercury retrogrades may have been, or maybe in future. It feels kind of very spiritual, very much about transforming and seeing a little glimpse into where we're going. So remember, Mercury is the planet of communication. Communication comes in many different ways. So those umps and bumps are here for a reason. It could be to slow down, live in the moment. That is the general consensus as well for this time of year, is to focus on now. Check out your September reading, because Cancer, I'm pretty sure that your guidance was to stay in the now. All of your cards are reversed, so it's saying, hey, oh no, your first two, sorry, not the last one, saying, hey, pay attention to me. You need to hear this. So let's have a look. I feel like you have new cards, your first one and two as well. I haven't seen these before. Loving it. Moonlight, enchantment, magic. This is a magical time. Full moon in Pisces. This is time, and as I'm saying that, Cancer, I feel like you have been a little bit off your A game with your intuition. It's reactivating. Now is this moon magic. It can be that you have things to let go of, working with the moon times. We are literally coming into Mercury retrograde on a full moon, and we'll be ending it on a new moon, which this is a really intense period. And actually, just as I'm doing your video, which is about that friggin' like 7th, 8th, 10th, I don't know, video in, and I'm only just realizing that that's exactly what this is. So this is a great time for us to be really aiming for our goals. And yeah, moon magic, work with that magic. So with the full moon, release things that no longer serve you, right? That's what the full moon's all about, letting go, kind of all of those things that you work towards on a new moon should really be coming into fruition. And I feel like what I said to you during the new moon time, or coming up to that, or leading up to that, I don't know, was basically, let go of something, a person. And I feel like I've been saying that to you for some time. It's really repetitive. Let go, move on, focus on you, focus on the now. And I feel like this, again, with this moon, do it. Make it happen. Because I just can feel that building in you, of it really kind of manifesting right now, right? When you get towards that new moon, set them intentions. All moving forward, where you want to be next year. We are coming up to Christmas, so we are coming up to that New Year resolution kind of time. That exciting time that I love, where the whole universe starts resonating all these really good things, good vibes of the good changes that they wish to create. This is a very powerful time coming up, and I feel like you should start now with that. Be that kind of spiritual leader that's starting it now, nice and early. Great stuff, loving it. Maybe I should listen to that and do that as well. Cancer is my rising. Anyways, full moon. Let's see what else I get from this. There is a bear in the imagery, and I feel like solid and grounded. And again, it is giving me that kind of leader, that wise leader as well. And so that's where I am intuitive. And I feel like really wisdom is with you. Listen to your ancestors as well. I feel like bears, I don't know the symbology of a bear. If you want to know, comment below and I'll put it in the description. But I feel like it really actually is ancestral anyway. It's using that Native American, which this is here. So ancestral is a thing for you as well. Honor your ancestors. If you are doing moon magic, make sure you focus on that, please, because I have two little things here that's saying to do that. So if you do work with the elements of the moon, do witchcraft or anything like that, if you're a Buddhist, those type of things. Buddhism has a lot of the same, to me it's pretty much the same, because there are a lot of rules which are similar, alignment with the moon, when you can eat things and stuff like that. It is very much magical. I feel like that can be very much in this, those kind of sacred ceremonies. Do your own version. I mean, I work with my own. I don't follow any path other than my own, the one that was meant for me, which is a little bit of whatever inspires me. It's it's just my own thing. I'm really drawn to things, and that's how I guide through different things. And I'm just, yeah, ancestors anyway. I'm not gonna talk about me. We're here for you. And next card. I'm getting it, ancestors. Work with your freaking ancestors, or honor them. I mean, we're coming up to October as well, when the veil is thin. Perhaps this again, and because I'm getting you working towards something. And actually, like I said, we're being in the now. What you're doing now is setting things in stone for future. It's like stepping stones, right? So I feel like this could potentially be that. Get ready for October, for that Halloween, for that Day of the Dead, whatever your culture is, whatever your religion is. Honoring your ancestors seems to be something that you need to be doing, Pisces. I'm sorry if you keep hearing bangings. I have like a tub in front of me as a table. I'm moving, hopefully, in the near future. Even though I don't know where. Anyway, not gonna talk about me, sorry. Anyway, look at that. I'm just getting these ancestral vibes and honouring. Look at her. So refuge, enchanted fern grotto. So I feel like, I just feel like honouring your ancestors is major. I'm going to show you all three of them together, so hopefully you can really see what I am seeing here. This is, so number 1 is here. I don't know how that flows for you. Number 2, number 3. We have this Native American lady. Native Indian, Native American, I don't know. Sorry, guys. And then we have this kind of, excuse me, gypsy vibes. And then we have a bear. I'm getting ancestors, right? Refuge. So again, I want you to kind of, I say that it kind of feels as though you've got Woman of the Grove. Oh, that's next. Sorry, I put them back in the wrong ways. Woman of the Grove as well, and this fern grotto. I feel like, again, it's close to home, it's family, and again, personal kind of, as I said, with doing a ceremony, this feels very personal, of doing something, and I feel like you need to put your magic in where it needs to go. Doing something very kind of intuitive, connected to you and your gifts. Sparks, I feel like something is blooming and growing. Somebody may even be growing, like having a baby. And I feel like if you are having a baby, like this is an ancestor coming through. This should not be a reading like this remotely. But it is what it is. It's channeling through me. Someone needs to hear this. And yeah, I feel like it's blessed by your ancestors and family. A very wise soul, a very spiritual, nurturing kind of thing here. I feel like you feel very connected to this baby as well, if in that circumstance. That's very cool. There's a lot of green, there's a lot of wisdom, and again, ancestral wisdom, and I feel like you are very supported by this, and this is why I feel like you should honor, and I think that's why it keeps coming through to me, because I feel like you have this massive level of spiritual support around you during this time, and it's growing prosperity, it's growing dreams. We've got the enchantment in, again, like you've got moonlight enchantment, you've got enchanted fern grotto, and then look, you've got the grotto and the grove, you've got a wise woman, magic, refuge and grace. Like, this is a really great connecting time. This is Pisces energy, for sure, throughout this, and Cancer. Cancer and Pisces are very similar with that spiritualness, and with how I feel that vibe. And that is growing through this. You are growing and fertilizing something. So if you aren't pregnant and this is more of like a project or something, I can't, and I'm not even looking at you guys, like normally I do readings and more like this, like I'm down here and I'm in this. It feels very much like growth, prosperity, abundance, and growing something so flourishing. And it could again be a life. And this is how big it is. You're growing something really big, and it comes from a place of wisdom, from home. Right, I'm going to move across to this wise woman because I feel like I'm almost done with you through this. There's again, a Native American lady. She's in the woods. She's a healer. She is graceful. She's wise. She shares her gifts kind of very secretly, very privately, in ways that kind of influence people without them knowing. It's like healing somebody in a way that triggers their healing. And this is what I feel like for you. You are really building something that's just, again, chain. And I feel like this is where it's ancestral, because it feels like it may be passed down to your children or the family. If you don't have children and family, it can be friendships, other people that you're inspiring. You're sharing your gifts, and it starts at home with yourself in your moment. Yeah, so I definitely get this sense of you're doing it briefly. Stay at home, do some magic, stay in the moment. Love it. Thank you, Cancer. I am loving it. This chest as well. I feel again this is a gift. Something needs attention. It's wanting your attention. Something needs your attention. It wants your attention. And it's looking up at that moon, which is all lights. Lights or lights, lights. So it's enlightening. It's good stuff. It's positive. Loving it. Thank you so much, Cancer. I don't know about you, but I actually really love this reading. And it's because it's kind of out there. And I love that out there. That's my life. Loving it. So comment below if you also love this. Thank you so much, Cancer. Check out your monthly reading. And I'll be here next month. I'll see you next month.